Go. Hey guys, it's Cody from Python's Gone Postal.
This is Adam from Timber Hill Reptiles.
And we are back here. If you saw the last blackhead video, he kind of explained where the blackhead came from, or where we believe it has come from, I should say. And this was a big year for you, huh? You were able to start thinking around and experimenting with this gene. Aside from just the female that's been producing for you, you were able to use some of the offspring that you've raised up over the years, huh?
Yeah, this was the first year that I had several different offspring that I raised that I was able to breed and actually get them to drop eggs this year. I alluded to last 2012, I did breed a couple of them in the project, but didn't get eggs. But fast forward to 2013, outside of the blackhead gene, these are a few different examples of what I've been able to hatch using these breeders. Just to show you how I'm getting spiders and bumblebees and super pastel ghost, and then possibly some little traits in there that still need to be bred out and improved as to what's going on. But in my opinion, some very nice looking examples. Some of the breedings I did this year were like a blackhead to pastel blackhead. I bred a trio of pastel blackheads. I bred the blackhead son back to the original spider blackhead mom. I'm probably forgetting something.
Well, let's just go down the line then. So yeah. What made this guy right here?
That would be a pastel blackhead, possible het ghost or hypo, bred to a pastel blackhead, possible het ghost. So again, they were all 50% possible het ghost, and I did see ghost in that clutch and my other pastel blackhead clutch. So that's actually the only one that didn't show blackhead in that clutch. And then this animal here actually came from the bumblebee that I kept from this line. And I did not see anything that was blackhead in that clutch. Just some really interesting looking examples, I guess, of the spider gene. And then this one over here, this is a spider from breeding the blackhead back to the original mom, which is a spider blackhead. I did get spiders, I did get blackheads, and I also got a super blackhead in that clutch. All in all, I hatched several supers this year, along with what are suspected to be some combos of some supers that obviously I would need to hold on to and raise them up and breed them and really show what I can do with those animals as well.
So you want to start showing them how much fun you've been having over here?
Yeah, we'll get some of those out.
All right. So there's something kind of behind the scenes going on here. Adam alluded to it when he did the video, the first video for this segment, and it's that blackhead and spider appear to be allylic, meaning you're not going to be able to get a super blackhead spider. You can get a blackhead spider. If you breed a blackhead spider to a blackhead spider, you're going to get all blackhead spiders. And that's what we're wondering is going to happen. Unfortunately, the blackhead spider is not really all that interesting to look at. So it's kind of dissuaded a few people from trying to prove it out in the past. But being heavily into genetics, I do enjoy the potential for this happening. So maybe in future breedings, we're going to be able to definitively figure that out. But for now, we got to keep all these breedings in mind. But we'll just go for the aesthetic appeal right now. So this is what Adam has been able to do over here. So that looks like the animals that we picked up from you, right? That's the base morph right there. That's the blackhead.
As far as I know, it's a blackhead. It has a lot of the clean back, or however you refer to that, black back look to it. Just a lot of, I believe, just the blackhead gene. Again, you can weigh in on your opinion of what you see, different markings, where they were, Cody and Troy were able to trace back where this female came from. There should not be any red gene in there, but that doesn't mean that everything's understood about the blackhead gene and that something couldn't pop out or look like that. It doesn't mean any theory is 100% right until it's proven out. But that is a blackhead that I've produced several times from different breeders now. You know, there's also blackheads. There's such a wide range of look of just a blackhead or a pastel blackhead that I've been able to produce. And you know, if the interest is there, we could always make another video down the line of all the different looks of these animals. But you know, I know there's a lot of pictures out there already that you can find examples of.
And look at that. That's, oh man, look at that belly, huh? It's a beautiful belly. Alright, so what do we have up next? We've got...
And then another example here is another pastel blackhead. Again, this one I like because of the flames on the side. You know, blushing down the back.
And then the interesting thing is always this head here, right? Because pastel has a tendency to blush out the head. But on the pastel blackhead, it seems like the black of the blackhead dominates.
Mm-hmm. And it's something else with what I bred, like breeding a pair of pastel blackheads to each other that are het ghosts. There's different combos there of what do they really look like, and that's, I guess, the trick of proving out what does a super pastel blackhead look like, what does a pastel ghost blackhead look like, or any of those different combos. And whether or not I'm actually looking at any of those yet, I don't know. This is a pastel, I believe at least a pastel blackhead, an interesting one. I didn't hatch another one that has looked like this one, so it could be one of those combinations that I mentioned. It might not be.
I'm going to weigh in here, and I and Troy both are under the assumption that this is a pastel ghost blackhead. Is that right, Troy?
Yup.
So yeah, so we were just keyed off by the absence of black and the presence of purple. So let's let's amp it up a bit, huh?
Yeah. We just have.
What else do we got here?
We've got the supers left.
We got the supers.
Yeah.
And that snake, if we are correct and it is a pastel ghost blackhead, is a world's first. And here comes
This is
the
one
super
of
blackhead.
the super blackheads that I produced. And it's very, very dark animal. Again, I've hatched several of these this season. Essentially one in every clutch that I tried. You know, just give a couple different angles of the snake here. So just to show that this blackhead gene does have the super form that, you know, people have seen before. I'm not claiming this is anything totally unique, but this is something that is hatching out of my animals. And I'll go ahead and get the final one out.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
This is definitely a world's first, guys.
So this beauty hatched out of one of my pastel blackhead het ghosts bred to a pastel blackhead het ghost breeding. And I don't know how well it picks up in the camera, but it's a stunning animal in person. I don't see any black on this animal. I'd say it's absolutely super blackhead. Beyond that, there is room for dispute. You know, I believe it's ghost. I think the pastel gene is showing as well. Could it be super pastel? Maybe. It's an animal that I want to, you know, obviously raise up. It is a female, so I'll need to raise this thing up to a breeding size and actually breed it and prove it out.
So this animal is absolutely stunning. I personally, I'm looking at this. You mind getting out a pastel blackhead? Just
Yeah, one of the ones I already had out.
yeah. Actually, that ghost that we had out last.
I'll get both of them out.
All right. All right. So this is a pastel blackhead. This is what I believe is the pastel blackhead ghost. This is the super blackhead. At least a pastel, definitely ghost. You can see the coloration there. I'm not seeing any black in this animal. Has this animal shed for you? This has shed, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Did you happen to look and see if it had any?
The shed, I saved it.
You saved the shed
I
for
could get
me.
the shed out. No pigment in it. But honestly, I don't know if it's, you know, gospel to say there's no pigment in it, that it's a ghost or not. I mean, Super Pastels seem to be, their sheds seem to be, you know, really light as well, just from what I've seen personally. But the shed that came off of this animal had zero pattern in it.
So I'm going to go ahead and weigh in, and I'm going to say that what you have here, Adam, is definitely a world's first according to any research that I've been able to do. This is a super blackhead, ghost, pastel, if not super pastel. And if anybody's got those animals and would like to, you know, show pictures of them and tell me if I'm right or wrong on either of those two guesses, my gut is leaning more towards the super pastel, but that's, you know, that's got to be determined by breeding. You know, you can't just assume. So that's what we're dealing with. That's what Adam's been working on. You've done a good job, sir.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks for making the drive to do this video.
Yeah, we drove a little over 3 hours today to get here, but definitely well worth the trip. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I'm enjoying my time here. I'm going to try to leave here with less than 5 snakes. We'll see how many I can finagle out of Adam.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I will talk to you soon, and until then.